What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and today we are talking about the Game Awards, the Game of the Year nominees. I did a whole video where I kind of talked about the six ones, but I'm probably just going to scrap that video because I really want to talk about Balatro, um, and how I will not stand for any sort of Balatro hate anymore. This game is absolutely incredible, and it absolutely deserves to be a nominee for the Game of the Year awards. Do I think it should win? Maybe not. It's not my favorite game, in the world. Is there other games that I wish got nominated in place of Balatro? Like, I just finished up Silent Hill 2. Um, I would have loved to see Silent Hill 2 on the on the nominated list. But guess what? There's six nominee slots that the Game Awards does. The chances are your favorite game of the year being on there is probably pretty low, especially if it's something that's not like a mass, a huge game, a huge RPG, huge shooter, something like that. The chances are of being on there is pretty low. And guess what? It's okay. We're talking about the Game Awards here. I mean, there's controversy with the Game Awards every single year. Heck, even some of their categories don't even make sense. I mean, remember last year when Dave the Diver won indie game of the year, and that's not even an indie game. Like, the studio behind it is like a very wealthy studio. So we already have issues with the Game Awards. Even I've seen so much negativity towards Balatro, and I'll talk about it here in a second, that I wish people would put that energy towards Elden Ring. I know a lot of people have. And look, Elden Ring is an incredible game. Elden Ring got its dues back in 2022 when it won Game of the Year. Do I love Shadow of the Erdtree? Was it one of my favorite gaming experiences this year? Absolutely. I don't think it. I don't think that it should count as a full game because it's not. It's an expansion. It's DLC. You have to play the base game of Elden Ring in order to play it. Now, if they would have put it as a standalone expansion where you didn't have to play, then sure, we wouldn't even have this conversation. But the fact that you have to play the base Elden Ring and play a pretty big portion of that game, um, that's the issue I have with that. But let's go back to Balatro because I have seen a lot of Balatro slander. I oddly enough, I'll do the backstory and then I'll kind of bring up the video and the comments if I can. So way back in like March, shortly after Balatro came out, of course I was fully addicted to it. It was a lot of fun. I finished. I did my first run, and I screen captured it and threw it up on TikTok. It got a couple hundred views or whatever it was. I haven't looked at the video in a long time, and all of a sudden, the last day or so, I have gotten so many, just a lot of views on the video, which is awesome. But a lot of people commenting this, a card game is going to win Game of the Year, a card game over Warhammer or this game or that game, and I guarantee you 99% of the people bitching and complaining have never played the game, and I hate that. There's I have not played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I also haven't played Metaphor. I don't know anything about those games as far as how they play, how they feel. So I'm not going to go on the internet and say I don't think this shouldn't be here because I haven't played it or because I don't like this genre, right? Like, putting that negativity, we have so much negativity in the gaming space. It's ridiculous. I mean, we have literally the best medium, between music, the movie industry, TV shows, books. Like, we have the best medium. We have all that combines into one incredible package that we can play. And yet we still have to bitch and moan because your favorite game didn't win or get nominated. At the end of the day, your opinion is what matters. And I said this on another TikTok video I made and on our podcast, but your opinion is what matters at the end of the day. The value that game gave to you in 2024 is not taken away because it didn't get nominated. And if it does get taken away, then you need to look inside yourself and figure out something's wrong, because something's wrong. If it being nominated negatively impacts your view of the game going forward, that's insane to me that someone would even think that way. So I just want to kind of pull it up here real quick. This is our podcast, Game with the Bros Cast TikTok channel. So let's just look at the. I'm gonna pause that. Can I pause it? There we go. All right, so yeah, this is an insult to here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so we can see. Oh, get out of here! All right, this is an insult to other games nominated. Is it? Is it an insult? This over Warhammer, bro. Again, opinion based, bro. Really, this isn't a um, this is the addicting and riveting gameplay and got on the nom. And granted, you know the gameplay that I showed was like the very end of the run. And I did have this like the normal speed on, and after I beat it, I did turn up the speed a little bit, so it was a lot quicker. So I mean, at first glance, yeah, you might think it's kind of boring without knowing the context behind the gameplay. This over Space Marines or Silent Hill is crazy. Again, I talked about how I would have liked to see Silent Hill on here, but it is what it is. People saying, how did this get Game of the Year? Play it once. Play it once. Learn the hands, the jokers, the celestial cards. You will be addicted. Yeah, game of the day, maybe. Haha. Gotta play on 4 times speed. Yep, I know that. It's peak. I expect Balatro to sweep. I expect Balatro. I don't expect it to win Game of the Year, but I think it will get a lot of awards. And it's made by one person. It's insane. This over Sonic Racers, obviously he was kidding. Sorry, but I played Balatro and it comes nowhere close to Silent Hill 2 remake. Okay, that I can agree with for sure. Are we for real, dog? Is this a game? Like a lot of people said gambling. I understand that it's a take on poker, but like, I mean, not. But I guess in the world of gambling, where literally gambling is force fed to every single anytime you watch anything sports related, you're gonna see stuff with DraftKings and other crap. So maybe. Um, this is Game of the Year not nominees. Diabolical Elden Ring DLC has it in the bag, no doubt. Okay. Again, someone like Bobby, I think it makes more sense. People crying about this getting nominated for Game of the Year clearly haven't played it. I only got it recently, and I'm addicted. It's my top 3 favorites of the year, with Silent Hill 2 and Astropod. This beats Sparking Zero. For gamblers, maybe. This is the game that got nominated. Just a lot of like a lot of negative comments for, and again, most of these people haven't played Balatro, and that's fine. Like I don't need to sit here and justify that it should be nominated. And maybe I guess that's what I'm doing now, but I don't know. It's I think it's just crazy that people get their feelings hurt so badly over their favorite game not getting nominated. Like again, it's the Game Awards. Like most people watch it just for, you know, the the announcements and stuff, the world premieres. You know, is it good when games do get nominated that are maybe indie games? Yes, like I'm sure. I think I saw like the numbers on the charts, like Balatro is shot up to the top of the charts, like I think on iPhone. So like it's getting traction, and it does matter. It does matter to the game developers when they do get nominated. So I see that aspect, but again, to negatively talk about a game or to put down a game or talk bad about a game because your favorite game didn't get nominated, and that's like your big issue. I don't know. I just don't have time to cry on the internet about stuff. Like last year, Tears of the Kingdom obviously got nominated for Game of the Year. Tears of the Kingdom was my Game of the Year last year. I 100% knew that Baldur's Gate 3 was going to take the award, and deservedly so. A lot of people absolutely loved Baldur's Gate 3. I did pick it up. It wasn't for me. I'm not a big CRPG guy. But I respected that game and respected all the fans of that game. And again, I 100% knew that it was going to take it, and I was okay with it. Was I slightly disappointed that Zelda lost? Of course. But I'm not going to go on the internet and say, "Oh, Zelda was snubbed" or "Zelda should have won." No, that's just not how I roll. Again, I try to bring as much positivity into gaming that I can, because there's so much negativity. There's so many grifters out there, so many people that make profit, YouTubers and content creators that make profit off of negativity, and I can't live my life that way. You know, I go to gaming as like a safe space. I go to gaming, you know, if I'm feeling down, like I'll play games. If I'm feeling happy, I play games. Like it's a safe space for me. And again, I want to get the negativity out of it. It's never going to happen, especially with the console wars and stuff like that. It's never going to happen. But I try to shine as much light as I can on gaming and games that I think deserve to be nominated, and games that I think are just good in general. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you disagree with me, sorry. I'm sorry that your favorite game didn't get nominated. It is what it is. There's other game awards out there. Obviously, Game Awards is the big one of the year, but the game is still the game that you like is probably really good. And again, it shouldn't take away your love of the game and that it's game of the year, in your eyes. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.